I do want to talk to you guys about the Segway GT3 or ST3 Pro that Segway might be trying to release. Um, I'm actually very disappointed that Segway did not release the ST2 Pro that they were supposed to release by the ending of the year. They said that at the Las Vegas CS, what it's called. I think you guys know about that. They made the announcement there, and they were supposed to release the ST2 Pro by the ending of the year. Now it's December. December is almost over. I think we're on the 27th, I believe. And there's still no word on that. There's still no word on the ST2 Pro or GT3. Now, I think you guys understand that I'm a big fan. All right, let's switch this to, now I'll keep it on this because I do want it to be on sports mode. I can't ride the GT2 on eco mode. It just doesn't feel right, you know? I like the sports mode. So, Segway was supposed to release that ST2 Pro by the ending of this year. And you guys already know, I do love the GT2. Even though the starting price that I bought it was a little bit too high for me, I still love this scooter. I like the way that it's designed. I like everything about it. I've already told you guys there are some things that I would like to see improvement on, but overall, the build quality of this thing, even if you open this thing up and you look at the inside of it, the engineering alone that's in the scooter is pretty crazy. It's really, really good. So I think this is something that I would like to see on the next generation of Segway. I tried out the Segway GT3 Pro. Compared to the GT2, even the GT1, it's nothing. Like that scooter doesn't even come in comparison. Now I do understand that who Segway is, making it for some people or whatnot, but it's not it. It's just not it, man. It's not. So I'm really hoping that Segway does not abandon this GT3 because for a very long time Segway had the 9-baht Max, and it's a good reliable scooter. It's a good reliable scooter. A lot of people like it, but the issue was it's not something you can take on the road. The 9-baht Max was a good scooter, but it's not something you can take on the road, So most people that bought it, it was mainly just cruising, around the streets and, all that stuff, small places. But then the Segway GT2 came out, and this thing was packing some power. It was stable, it's very sturdy, and really, really well-made scooter. It rides like a tank. Now, I know some people had issues with theirs, and I do think that Segway tried to resolve some of those issues. For example, the spring and all that, the suspension, but they did, try to resolve that. So, I'm gonna take off my helmet because it's making it hard for me to talk. So, could breathe some fresh air too. So the Segway GT2, when it came out, everybody was in for this scooter. Like everybody wanted it. It's a great scooter. Everything on it looks good, well made. I'm telling you, if you open up the inside of this scooter, like just the way the controller is at, it looks clean, well put together. Like nothing like you will see on any other electric scooter. So a lot of people were anticipating a lot for Segway to give us the GT3. Like people have been waiting for it for a very long time now. And they have been waiting. Hey, Segway, when are we gonna get that GT3? Segway say it's gonna come, but for now, we're gonna give you guys something a little bit different. Still very nice, still very, even faster than the GT2, more nimble. And that's when they introduced that ST2 Pro. Man, I like that scooter. I like the way, even though I wanted a bigger battery on that ST2 Pro, it was still a really good scooter. It was nimble, it was nice, it seemed well thought out. Like a couple of things that we're supposed to get on the GT2 were actually on that ST2 Pro. For example, the ST2 Pro had dual horns. So there's a horn that's like a bell, like this, on the ST2 Pro. And then there was a horn that was like this loud. So it was a really, really good scooter. And after I tried it, I was like, man, I'm looking forward to the GT3 because I know Segway is going to include all these things in there. This horn that we have for the GT2, people complain about this, like, what is this? So people complain about it. So Segway changed it. On the ST2 Pro, the horn sounds like this. And then have another horn that's like this. So dual horns, which was awesome. And a lot of people wanted it. So I know till today, a lot of people are gonna want that scooter, the ST2 Pro, but it seems like Segway is not trying to release it. They might have even not pull back on it and not wanna make it anymore, because my thought is that, my opinion is that that scooter was a little bit too good and it was gonna compete with the GT2 in a way that most people might pick it over that. But Segway, that's nothing for you to worry about. Like, people are gonna choose the GT2 for a lot of reasons. Like, the design alone is so good. So I don't see anybody. I reviewed that scooter and I said, I would never switch from a GT2 to ST2 Pro. So I wouldn't sell my scooter to buy that. I might buy that while owning the GT2 because they are completely two different scooters. You know, there are companies that make scooters and they're all the same. There's not that much change. The way that Segway designed the ST2 Pro is completely different from the GT2. So that's one thing you will notice about a lot of Segway scooters. Their scooters is actually unique from different line. Each different scooter has a unique design to it. So I would like to appreciate the engineers at Segway and also the designers at Segway, the people that designed this thing. I really want to give it up to them. Segway, do whatever you can to make sure that you don't let these guys go. They're really amazing with what they designed with this. And also whoever that designed the ST2 Pro, that's an amazing job too. The scooter looks good. It looks really, really nice. It was stable when I was riding it. So kudos to you too. So please, we want that ST2 Pro. And we want our GT3. Everybody wants the GT3. And we want it in the same type of platform like this. Most people, what they were asking about the GT2, one, bigger battery and higher top speed. This was the most requested thing about the Segway GT2. They wanted it to be a little bit faster, top speed at least 50 miles per hour, at least. Now, the ST2 Pro was able to hit 40, 49, almost 47 with me on it. And its top speed was advertised as 53 miles per hour. So if Segway can give us a GT3 with at least 55 miles per hour or 53 miles per hour, and it's actually able to reach that with someone that's bigger side, someone that's, 225 pounds, 230 pounds, can still reach that 50 miles per hour, we're good. And then give us maybe a 35 amp hour battery, or you can be generous and give us a 40 amp hour battery. On this frame, 72 volts. We don't want 52, we don't want 60. People want 72 volts on this thing with 35 amp hour to 40. Yes, That's what they would like. Now, a lot of companies don't like to listen to customers, and they just keep releasing things. And I understand some of the reason why they do it. But please, you actually have input from a lot of people, and this is what they want. They want that 35 amp battery, and they want 72 volt system on this monster, and there will be no competition there. Um, like, I'm really worried if Segway doesn't release the GT3 soon, or at least the ST2 Pro soon, that they're gonna lose the electric scooter market. Like, I think they're gonna lose it because, as you guys know, Dutron have been competing with Segway for a very long time, and Dutron have achieved maximum speed for electric scooters, 60, 65 miles per hour. Meanwhile, Segway is still pushing this little speeds and little battery. Dutron have 45 amp hour battery in it, and Segway is still pushing these small things, like 15, no, like 1500. That's not enough, man. So a lot of people want to see Segway because they can build. Like, they can build an amazing scooter. This looks nice. I like it. A lot of people like it. So please just give us something a little bit faster. We'll talk about another other thing, but we gotta get to riding right now. I've been here for a minute. It might start raining. Now, these have some type of waterproofing, which is good, but I don't want to get caught in the rain. We don't want to get caught in the rain. So, now you see how fast those bikers are going on this trail? They're going pretty quick, right? Now, I don't want any keyboard warrior, like, complaining about how fast I'm gonna go on here. Like, you can already see how fast these guys, most of them have, they have, what do you call it? They have electric motor, and they're at least hitting 25 to 27 miles per hour. All right. Whew. That's cool. My back brake is a little soft. Keep 2 fingers on it.